So far as I am able to judge, nothing has been left undone, either by man or nature, to make India the most extraordinary country that the sun visits on his round. The Indian way of life reflects its ancient wisdom, and Indian systems of knowledge continue to provide sustenance to its people. One such system is Ayurveda, the science of life. An attempt is made in this series to present the therapeutic and other procedures enshrined in Ayurveda, to treat a variety of diseases and to promote healthy living.
Hello, doctor.
Hello.
I was just scanning through this journal. It says that there has been a rapid increase in the incidence of asthma in recent years in India. About 2,500 people per lakh of population are affected by asthma in our country. Prevalence of this disease is seen more in the rural areas than in the urban areas. Percentage-wise, more males are affected by this than females. We have with us today Dr. Murli Manohar, who is going to educate us a little more about asthma. Doctor, what exactly is asthma?
Asthma is characterized by three main symptoms basically. First one is the well-known symptom, that is breathlessness. Second one is the cough. This is a little bit not known to the public. And third most important symptom will be the bronchial wheeze. Asthma results due to the narrowing of airways, especially bronchioles in the lungs. And expirational wheeze is the characteristic feature of bronchial asthma. That means there will be a sound while breathing out. This is the most important thing in bronchial asthma.
What are the variations of asthma?
Yes, asthma can be divided into two main groups, extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic asthma results due to the external influences, mostly like allopathic drugs and certain food items and fur and feathers. These things can aggravate the extrinsic asthma. And mostly these dust mites or house mites, they are the leading causes for this asthma. And certain types of pollens also, like pollen from Congress grass, these things will aggravate the extrinsic asthma. And it is mostly seen in young individuals, those who have sensitivities and those who are allergic to certain types of substances.
Are these familial tendencies?
Yes, especially extrinsic asthma has got this familial tendency. That means there is a possibility of hereditary origin also in this.
What do you mean by intrinsic asthma?
Intrinsic asthma results due to the internal influencing factors. It is nothing to do with allergies or familial tendencies. In most of the cases, it is seen in older individuals, especially those who are suffering from chronic bronchitis or bronchial infections, or those who do the physical exertion a lot, and those who are suffering from anxiety, depression. In these individuals, there is a possibility of intrinsic asthma.
What does Ayurveda say about asthma?
Ayurveda has grouped different types of diseases, especially 5 diseases, into a single rubric with the name Svasa. And Tamakasvasa is one among these diseases. The word tamas means inertia or darkness. As there is a possibility of decreased air into the air supply into the body, there is a possibility of inertia or darkness in the mind. Hence the name Tamakasvasa.
What is the Ayurvedic treatment for bronchial asthma?
Ayurveda always emphasizes on combination therapy that consists of mainly drug therapy diet therapy and lifestyle modifications.
Can you explain what is diet therapy?
There are certain do's and don'ts in Ayurveda as far as the bronchial asthma is concerned. What to eat and what not to is important as far as the diet is concerned. Do's are called patya in Ayurveda and don'ts are called apatya in Ayurveda.
Can you please explain briefly what is patya?
Patya means which are beneficial to bodily channels like rasa, rakta, mamsa, medus. And apatya means which are harmful to the bodily channels.
What are the different ingredients that are part of patya?
We can include or try to take these substances in excess, like hot and pungent substances like chilies and peppers. They have got that bronchodilating effect. And strong substances like onion and garlic, they are helpful in bronchial asthma. And certain food supplements like cow ghee, which has got the toning effect of the muscles, you can take it liberally. And especially certain food items like coffee, they act as a bronchodilators. So you can use these substances also in moderation. And mostly the most important thing is old rice and goat milk. These are specially emphasized in Ayurveda, especially in bronchial asthma, because old rice, it can be easily digested, and digestion is very important in bronchial asthma, because it was said as tamaketu virechanam. That means in tamakasvyasa, that is in bronchial asthma, virechana should be done, that is purgation should be done, or at least digestion should be regular. And coming to the goat's milk, it has got the strengthening effect of the respiratory muscles.
What do you mean by apatya, and what are the different ingredients that are included in apatya?
There are many more food items that are included in apatya, or which are not beneficial to the body, especially allergy producing foods like eggs. Eggs are the major allergens. And in the same way, nuts, especially ground nuts, they are the allergens. And fish is the major culprit, you have to avoid it. In the same way, as a matter of fact, all animal foods are not good for the health as far as the asthma is concerned. And certain types of artificial additives like sodium monoglutamate, MSG, this is the main culprit. And mucus producing foods also should be avoided, like milk is a mucus producing food, curd is a mucus producing food, in the same way banana, and most of the sweets, they produce mucus. So this mucus will block the channels or bronchioles, and as a result bronchial asthma will be triggered. So these things should be avoided or at least minimized.
What are the deeds and lifestyle modifications suggested by Ayurveda to control asthma?
This modality is important because it is called as vihara. So we should be choosy or selective as far as our lifestyle modifications are concerned. Try to identify the cause and avoid it. This is the basic rule. And most of the cases, allopathic medicines are the culprits, especially non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, beta blockers, aspirin like drugs. These will constrict the bronchioles. As a result, bronchial asthma will be resulted. That's why try to avoid these allopathic drugs, and try to stay away from the allergens, especially from the dust and vehicle pollution, smoke, certain types of strong perfumes and odors, animal dander, fur. You have to stay away from these allergens. This is basically important. And most important thing that Ayurveda has advised is not to suppress the natural urges like urination, thirst, erectations. These things should not be suppressed at all. So you should be very regular as far as the natural urges is concerned. And most important thing is you should not expose to sudden variations in temperature and weather. So this will cause the bronchial asthma due to the unusual bronchoconstrictions. And as far as the house dust is concerned, because we have been discussing that this is the main culprit, try to use vacuum cleaners, or at least you can use you can just soak the floor and you can clean with the cloth, but you should not use any broomsticks or any dusting things.
Is there any specific posture that is prescribed to control asthma?
Because asthma aggravates in lying down position, whenever you feel that tightness in the chest, immediately sit straight or at least try to put your face on your legs. And first of all, you should not be in a tense position or tense mood. If you relax, your bronchial muscles will be relaxed. That's why try to relax and sit straight on the bed and take deep inhalations.
Are there any different kinds of oils that are used to cure asthma?
Because this is due to bronchoconstriction or tightening of the chest muscles, we have to relax it. This is the basic aim. That's why whenever you are feeling the tightness in the chest, immediately you dip some towel or cotton cloth in hot water and spread it on the chest. And this is a type of fermentation. Or else you can apply some Chandanabala Lakshadi Thailam. This is an Ayurvedic medicine. You just spread it evenly and rub gently. This will produce some heat and this will give some soothing effect also. Alternately, you can mix Saindavadi Thailam with mustard oil. These two are specially beneficial in bronchial asthma. You just mix them and apply externally and give a mild massage, and that will take care about the episodes. And especially as we have been discussing about the dust, pillows are the major culprits, especially these feather and cotton pillows. They attract the dust. As a result, this will be aggravated. That's why try to cover it with plastic covers, or you can it should be well covered. So this is the important thing.
Any yoga asanas or any breathing exercises that
Yes.
help in curing this?
Pranayama is especially beneficial in this, because in bronchial asthma we use accessory muscles also. So to strengthen these muscles so that we will be breathing it freely, pranayama is always advised. You can learn it from any good institution and you can practice it.
Pollution, it seems, is a very big cause that leads to asthma. What do you think about this?
Yes, bronchial asthma aggravates mainly with the pollution. This is the leading cause for bronchial asthma. That's why you can notice many more cases rising as far as the pollution is concerned. Try to stay away from the pollution. If it is inevitable, try to cover your nose as well as mouth with a scarf. This will protect you from pollution as well as cold weather also. So this is always you should keep in mind.
What are the Ayurvedic remedies that are used to control or cure asthma?
There are many more remedies which are mentioned in Ayurveda. To start with, during an acute attack, just express half spoon of juice from the garlic. You can express it from 2 or 3 pots. Mix with hot water and drink it. This will give you instant relief. Alternately, you can express juice from Solanum surrectans.
What is the colloquial name or the Hindi or Telugu name?
It is
for
called
this?
Chote Kateri in Hindi and Nalavakudu in Telugu. You can just express juice from from the whole plant and mix with trikatu powder. You can take just a pinch of trikatu powder. This contains long pepper, black pepper and dried ginger in equal parts. This is called trikatu powder.
Is it equally available easily in the
Yes,
market?
because trikatu means three pungent substances like black pepper and this long pepper. It is called pippali
Okay.
in Sanskrit, and dried ginger. This is a most commonly available substance. These three things you just mix in equal parts. Take a pinch of this powder, mix with the expressed juice of this Solanum surrectans, and take it internally. This will give you the relief. And powder of Ephedra vulgaris. This is Somalata in Sanskrit, and this is specially beneficial in bronchial asthma. It has got that capacity to dilate the bronchioles. That's why it has been exported to foreign countries also, from which ephedrine will be extracted from it. But it is always advised to take this herb in raw form instead of ephedrine. So if you just can take with, either you can take with jaggery or you can take as it is with honey. 2 to 3 grams will be sufficient. And if you want to use any classical Ayurvedic preparation which is made from this Somalata, Somaso is the most famous drug. This is available in a liquid form. You can take 4 teaspoons of this, mix with warm water and drink it 2 times a day.
Any kind of oils that help in curing asthma?
Yes, mustard oil is especially beneficial in this bronchial asthma. Take 1 teaspoon of mustard oil, mix with jaggery and make it a paste and take it internally. This will take care.
What are the medicines that are prescribed by Ayurveda to control or cure asthma?
There is an extensive list, but to name a few, as we are saying, Somaso is the good remedy for this bronchial asthma, and Swasa Chintamani, this is a rasa preparation. This is especially beneficial in bronchial asthma, but it should be taken under a medical supervision, especially under supervision of an Ayurvedic doctor. And there are other types of medicines like Swasa Kutar Ras and Chavan Pras, Agastya Haritaki Rasayan. These are the different drugs which are specially beneficial in bronchial asthma. And apart from these things, Panchakarma is beneficial. Panchakarma is a process of eliminating the impurities from the body, and as it is mentioned as a pitta disorder, mainly Tamaketu Virachanam, that means bronchial asthma is mainly a pitta disorder. That's why we have to eliminate the pitta from the body. For that, Virachana is indicated, that means purgation. This is one of the process in Panchakarma. And apart from that, in mild cases, Vamana, that is emesis also is indicated. If you do these purification therapies, then if you opt for this pacification therapies, then you will get the everlasting result.
Do these medicines need to be taken under medical supervision?
Yes, that is primarily important, because as we are discussing, breathlessness is the predominant feature in bronchial asthma, but in other conditions also the same can be resulted. That's why professional monitoring is always necessary to diagnose the disease and to monitor the individual dosage. This is always important.
Is there any complete cure for asthma through Ayurveda?
Yapyas tamaka swasa, says Ayurveda. That means bronchial asthma is a complex disorder, especially of the chronic nature, which needs continuous monitoring and individual supervision. That's why lifetime management is necessary as far as the bronchial asthma is concerned, especially if it is of chronic nature.
So you mean to say that it can be controlled but not cured completely?
It can be cured provided if it is purely of allergic origin.
Okay.
That's what we have been discussing. No? There are 2 types of bronchial asthma, extrinsic and intrinsic. If it is extrinsic and if it is with a recent origin, then we can cure it.
Thank you, doctor, for sharing your knowledge about asthma with us today.
Thank you.
I'm sure all of us are more enlightened about asthma. If you have any further queries, please feel free to write to us at Director, EMRC CIEFL, Hyderabad 500007, or email us at emrchyd@netlinks.com. Thank you.